Buongiorno a tutti, I'm Dom the Italian Dad, and with me I got Craig Hamilton Parker. We are here at the camera exhibition at the Novotel in Southampton, and we're gonna see the news by Sony, Canon and other cameras. It's gonna be an interesting morning here. Unfortunately, it's even a nice day. Follow us. Bad news, we came on the wrong day. That's a dad thing to do, isn't it? So
we got the sound right.
We got the sound right, we got the camera right, we got everything right.
Didn't get the event.
Well, I was surprised that it was pretty empty, the parking. Man. Oh well.
So we'll see you next time.
Stay on, we'll see you later. So, we're back, finally. Hopefully today is the right day, and it seems so. I've seen a couple of people coming with Nikon bags going out of the hotel. And we're finally going to the LCE Southampton photo and video show. And Craig is here with me.
Yes, on the right day today.
Yeah, finally we got the right day. We done that thing yesterday, didn't we? Right, we're going. Follow us. We are here. And we are in the show. We are in. We got the right day. We got Sigma. It's got a camera club. Canon, of course. One miss Canon. Manfrotto. Oh, those are my dream lenses. Today I will have money to spend.
This is all the most professional video, I think, really, don't they? That's what all the channels do. So I remember when we had cameramen working with us and they filmed me and Jane, it's always been Sony kit usually.
These Sony cameras, those are full frame cameras. Yeah. That means the sensor is a big one, not a small one like the camera I'm using now. It gives you better low light performance and true format of the lens, because with an APS-C or cropped sensor like the Canon has, or a Micro Four Thirds sensor like the Panasonic has, a 10mm is not a real 10mm. The focal length is multiplied by 1.6 or by 2, depending if it's crop sensor or Micro Four Thirds, while this one is a full sensor, so a 10mm is a true 10mm. Now we are using a 10mm lens, 10 to 18, and this is a 10 the focal length. And I'm keeping the lens at this distance, but we are actually standing at 16mm. That's how a 16mm on full frame will look like. A real 10mm on a full frame will make everything much wider.
Okay, got it, yeah. So the context?
It's just a better camera.
Yeah?
Just all better, much better. This one recording in 4K.
I can see we're going to stop doing things at a budget at this rate.
The only bad point is the monitor. You put a mic on top of it.
Yes.
Did they put the unlimited recording on this one? That's heavier than I thought, to be fair.
Heavier?
Yeah.
Big lens.
Maybe, maybe the lens the issue.
Well, it's a 2.8 lens, but you can stick a 1655 or something like that. It would be
if you have money to spend, Christmas gift, you see? They want to buy me Christmas gift. This one is the great, that's the great one. That's the perfect
I won't
one.
tell you the price on video because it's stupidly said.
We can pause it.
When you pause it,
I always wanted to get one. Christmas gift. Christmas gift. Somebody wants. That one is one of my dream cameras.
Yeah?
That one for filming is perfect. I have a great autofocus, vlogging and this stuff with low light conditions.
Good prices for a beginner?
If you buy it here, it's an amazing price. For a beginner, it's not. That's more for somebody that is already into videography and photography.
So we're going into professional kit now.
We're going into professional kit there. We're going into, with that one, the evolution documentary would be perfect.
Okay, right. I'm not buying it.
Sacanagem.
The guy just came over. And I said to him that straight over there, bought it, and now gone. So.
Yeah, I know. For that price, yes. I have money now. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Enjoy it.
And I'm back. That's a great camera. If you got money for the full frame. Oh, there's so much places to go. And that's a small one. And this is a small one.
Wait till we go to Birmingham and London.
You got monitor that can flip.
Yeah, it's very similar to the other camera I've got, isn't it, that I took to India last time. Very similar, yeah.
If you look at the
from
controls,
that way around for your blogging, quite handy, isn't it? I see, so it's got quite a wide.
that's the dual pixel autofocus, isn't it?
Okay, facial tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's handy too, isn't it?
So at the moment it's on the touch one, but you can just have it automatically pick up the faces.
Like I got it on this one.
See what you mean? Nothing to do with this, is there?
Look at the difference between the two cameras. Now, right. Craig is now testing the G7X, the new G7X, for his portable vlogging.
Really good in terms of its weight, because if you're carrying one of these,
Try to hold this one in the other hand while holding that.
seal the weight, hell of a difference, isn't it? Yeah, it makes it easier to carry. I'd probably have to take, if I've got a camera like this, I'd probably have to take the other one anyway for the more. Sorry, how does the mic connect?
Mic is just on the side, just here. So
That's
just there.
probably the most important thing of the lot, actually. So you could just use a mic like
Yeah,
this
exactly.
and wire it in,
Yeah.
couldn't I?
So if you use just the lavalier without the wireless or
Yeah.
the recorder, you can just plug it in and you don't need anything
Quite good
else.
little camera, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this one records even in 4K.
So this does 4K?
Yeah.
So it does 10 minutes in 4K?
Yeah, that's the
For the,
five.
before the car's full?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need longer time, but we don't have to record in 4K. That's quite interesting. How much do they sell it?
That's $699, but there's cash back at the moment of £120, I believe, on it as well.
I don't know, don't ask me. This one, the good thing is that once you turn it off, you plug the monitor back,
Yeah.
that's the camera.
Very compact.
$699, and then you can claim another £120 cash back off.
I think this one you just put it in your pocket
Very easy.
and that's it. And you got even the smaller version, which is the previous one if I'm not wrong.
No, that's a G9X.
Ah, that's the G9.
Yeah, we haven't got the older one. The actual G7X Mark II, exactly the same body. It's
Ah, it's exactly the same. I never seen it.
Yeah, exactly the same size.
Or basically you got the daughter of the 200D, the M50.
The lighter
Yeah, the
version of that.
M50 and that.
It's basically
Basically got everything
that this one has.
that one has.
Just it records in 4K.
Yeah.
The only thing is that in 4K you lose the dual pixel autofocus and crops. It's mirrorless.
And what would you put for a mic? A little mic like you use on the camera
Exactly the
today?
same.
Or the big one?
You can use this one.
Yeah.
This little mic is pretty powerful.
Of course, then the GoPro you could use this. Oh, if you're going to go small.
You could use the GoPro,
Tiny.
but it's not only that. The problem with the GoPro is that you cannot attach mic on it, or you will need to buy an adapter to attach the mic.
With the 8 you can.
With the 8, we don't have the 8, we got the 7.
Okay. Yeah. With the 8 you can.
Because with the
So
7 I
it's
need
more,
to
isn't it?
buy.
You buy the 7 and you've got to get the 8.
But that's the thing, the
So they
7
do it a
just
little
came,
bit at a time.
the
isn't it?
Hero 7 came out last year,
Yeah,
and after, how long? 7 months? The 8 came out.
yeah. Okay, that's what like Apple do, isn't it, with their clones? Yeah.
Oh, I bought a new MacBook Pro, I just spent £6,000 on it after 2 months. Oh fuck, there is a better one now.
Yeah.
No, I think GoPro's come out quicker than Apple's because Apple's about a year between each
Are
day.
they? They're coming out all the time.
Yeah, with the 6, with the Hero 6, it was only about 7 months.
Yeah, and I bought the
Between
7.
the 4 and the 5, it was like 2 years.
Yeah.
The 7,
Yeah.
you had a stabilizer. That was what you got.
The 7 has the hyper stabilization. When I put it on my son's pushchair,
Yeah.
walking through London, on all the gravel and everything,
Yeah.
and it's like you're just holding it on a gimbal.
Yeah, it's dark magic.
Yeah.
Like,
The problem is that it's a digital stabilizer, it's not a mechanical one. So you still have a bit of,
like there's weird vibration.
yes, you do have them sometimes.
But you can negate that by just attaching it with a rubber, having it mounted with a shock absorber.
Oh, I didn't think about it actually.
The shock absorber will get rid of the vibrations, and then any of the big like movements, this internal movements. So just like how there's a shock absorber on your microphone,
Oh, okay.
you can mount the
All right.
GoPro to a shock absorber and then mount it to a handle or whatever, and it'll get rid of the vibrations.
That's a good suggestion.
So on the GoPro, how does the mic work with it? Do you have to plug it into it? Or
With the 7, you
It's
need to buy an
wireless.
adapter that goes into the USB-C.
And
then
the
you got
8
the jack.
just automatically
The 8 already has the
use a
jack.
wireless mic.
Yeah.
With.
No, you had the jack. So you put the jack.
Oh, it has a jack. It doesn't have a wireless mic
Sounds
yet.
like it.
It's always the sound's the hardest bit when you're doing video.
Yeah, that's the thing I hate the most.
If your video quality is subpar, but your sound is really good, people, like how many times do you watch a YouTube video and the quality drops, and you just keep watching it anyway?
Yeah.
But like when you open a YouTube video, it's like, hey guys, it's like clipping really low.
I just
You turn it off,
ignore it.
Exactly, yeah.
But I know we are recording, and last time we were recording,
We put another bit of footage over the top anyway, can't you? Use the same sound in
Yeah.
the background as you're talking.
we had the problem with the mic last time, and I had to use one lavalier mic attached on him to record both voices.
Yeah.
And
Have you got the Rode Lab? The Rode Wireless Go?
I was thinking to get it actually. I've asked it for Christmas to my wife.
You should. I've got one. It's fantastic. I use it. I use it all the time. I use it for interviews, but I also use it when I'm filming like weddings because I hide it in the flowers. Just
Yeah,
put it in the
because it has
flowers.
already a mic on top of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has a mic built in, so I put it on the front table, have a couple of cameras at the back of the room zoomed in, and it sounds like, you know, just,
You're right next to
yeah,
them.
exactly, yeah.
Sounds like the sort of guy we need help as well.
And then press record, and I'm sure now it's focusing on my face. And now it's focusing on your face.
But it's on her face, and it's the
It's on
most
her face.
important person in the room.
What I was thinking is, isn't it funny if you were coming to a camera exhibition years ago, 5 years ago, not even that far away, even 10 years ago, and you were looking at cameras, they were talking about how photography was coming out of it, how pictures were coming out of it, while today, most of the people we spoke with, they talk about video quality. Photo quality.
First and foremost.
First thing,
Yeah.
maybe because they saw that we are using the camera for blogging, or maybe because video is the thing that is going the
But
most.
people, when you listen, people are asking about video first, actually.
There are a lot of people asking mostly
Yeah.
for video.
It's YouTube that's changed everything, isn't it? Because lots must be doing like we do with our channels.
In general for video, and I think it's time to go watch the Nikon stand now.
Yes,
This
yeah.
one is the new Z50.
Z50, yeah, so 4K video, really nice autofocus, nice tiltable screen all round, comes down as well,
Not at the top.
all that stuff. There's a bit of a reason for that, but yeah, give it a try. So you can put it into autofocus mode AFF, then essentially it will literally do all the focusing for you, making sure you're on the right settings here. Because you can also change the speed, so you can have it faster, you can have it slow, and the tracking sensitivity is higher or lower as well. Okay,
That's interesting.
which is really nice. So say if we go back here and I want to put it to faster speed, there we go. Then I can literally do that and it will keep it focused the entire time. So whatever you point, will be focused.
It might be my hand or I almost hit.
Okay. So this is the kind of thing we recommend for YouTubers like yourself and other content creators. And then if you wanted to really get serious about filmmaking, I recommend a Z6.
How come the Z6 for filmmaking?
Because it will add things like 10-bit log profiles, it will add things like ProRes RAW, which will bring soon an update.
Is it like now the standard for the big? That's a full frame, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's got embodied stabilization, it's got a headphone input as well. There's a couple of more things that will be better for video on that one.
Bluetooth, Wi-Fi,
You can use your phone as a monitor.
and I love the new type of monitor on top. I got a D90, D3100, D7100, and the D600, and they all have the old type of top monitor. But I
That
love
has
this
the
one. I
OLED,
love this black background and white foreground text.
Nice.
And this one basically has more or less the same functions.
Similar functions, yeah.
It does 4K 10-bit ProRes.
No, it wouldn't be 10 bits, it would be 12-bit ProRes RAW, because that's raw video,
Yeah.
but you can do 10-bit log as well.
So if I attach this to an external monitor,
Yeah, that's how you get the ProRes RAW.
then I will get the ProRes RAW and all the other.
So if you do it today, then
Yeah.
you can do the 10-bit log. The ProRes RAW is coming very soon in an update.
The other nice
and
thing-
it will be the only kind of camera in its category and price point to have it. No other camera will have it at that price point.
Yeah, in fact, I was looking at Canon with the Canon EOS R,
Yeah, they
the Lumix S1H. It's weird to see a Nikon mirrorless,
Yeah.
used to the bulky old type.
Obviously, it still works with all the lenses, which is fantastic.
And with all the lenses I've got, that would save me a lot of money.
Depending which camera you got, it uses the same battery as a lot.
I told you I got, yeah, this one is the same as the
15.
D90 and the 3000.
No, not the D9. This is a different battery. Because this is the
Ah.
Neo 15. Yeah.
So that's the same as the 7100. and I already have like 6 batteries from there.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, as I told you, I use Nikon since the D40 came out. I was a Pentax photographer because my father had Pentax, film Pentax, but I've learned how to take pictures. And I got a Pentax K100D, was my first digital SLR. But then I saw the Nikon D40 and I used it and I was like, that has to be mine. Then once you start to work with Nikon on photography, you get used on all the options and the buttons and how everything is set up and how to set all the lenses and how to save them and everything. And it's more or less the same towards the...
This is more of the same. Menu systems, if you look through, the same as
Yeah,
the
I was
7100.
actually looking at it and they...
But
basically-
the difference is it's touchscreen, so you can,
That's the only thing.
you know, but it's all there, the same kind
But
of.
using the buttons like you do on the normal one is absolutely exactly the same colors, the same options. So you know where to go and what you have to select.
No, if you have flash guns, same hot shoes, so you can use the old flash
There you
guns.
go, I got 4 flash guns.
Perfect.
There you go. At the end I could just get rid of all the Nikon I have and just get one of these and keep the lenses.
Exactly. That's
And I
what a
can
lot
use
of
for
people do.
photography and videography at the same time.
Because the video output of that is fantastic.
Yeah, especially if you can record in 4K RAW, because that's the main point.
And keep in mind, it's a £1,500 camera that can do
That's cheap.
full frame 4K
That's
RAW as
cheap.
well.
That's really cheap. That's amazingly cheap. It's not for a beginner. That's not for a beginner. But if you are already into photography, videography,
And then obviously the in-body stabilization as well, you know, doing this kind of stuff, but having that extra
because
stabilization.
in this case with the Canon 200D and the 1080mm, we got it on the lens, and it does help. Not much, but it does help compared when you turn it off, that you can see all the shaky.
And obviously this will have the lens and the body together.
So if you get even one of the lenses, if I'm not wrong, do you have lenses with stabilization in them?
For the Z mount,
Yeah,
only the APS-C ones.
only the original one.
The APS-C
Okay.
ones, yeah.
Okay.
But you can put that on there if you want. Yeah.
Let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Because I'm seriously tempted.
Hang on.
Monica, you're tempted by everything you've seen in this.
I'm like a child in a candy shop.
But keep in mind, this is now going to use APS-C area.
Yeah, of course the image will be cropped.
Exactly.
I'm sold with this.
That's what I came
Because as I was saying before, the only full frame camera I have is the D600, and it's done its time now. And I was thinking of getting a full frame, but thinking of getting something that was more in the filming side.
And the autofocus, you'll see that it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, because that's one point. The first film I made, the first video I made was with the 7100, with the D7100, and the autofocus was...
It's okay.
For photography, it's amazing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And usually when you use back focus, it's...
This is a completely different type of thing. I mean, I can give you an example if you want. Say I'm using like a 35 1.8, just so we can get a really nice channel depth of field. Pop it on video mode, AFF. Just don't press anything. Just point it at me, and I'm gonna move in closer to you. So has it found my face?
Yep. Yeah, on focus. Yeah.
So you don't press anything, otherwise it will override it.
It's actually great.
And now I haven't even changed the settings. So if I want to make it faster, I can. I haven't changed
Technically,
it.
I can even just put this one on a tripod,
Yeah.
on a desk, and just
very
record
smooth.
for the vlog.
Very smooth.
Yeah,
Very.
it is.
The good thing about these lenses as well is all the S lenses. So your F mount lenses would be different. But these lenses here, if they have the S badge, they have extremely reduced focus breathing. So as I'm moving backwards and forwards, you're not going to see the background shift. If
No,
that makes sense. So you
of
don't
course.
get that awful kind of thing. They're a lot better than a conventional F mount lens. If you put an F mount 50mm here, you'd see the background being compressed, and it's not a really good look.
How much are these lenses?
That depends what you're going for. They start.
Let's say the usual base, which is the 35, 85, 50,
Yeah.
the DV 3 and a DV wide lens.
Like 1430, you can get it as a kit. So it depends on obviously what you want to get and how much you want to spend. But you can get it as a kit,
Yeah.
and that will get you the camera, the 2470, and the adapter for $19.29. And that you can get a further discount if you trade in stuff.
So I can actually trade my old
So if
cameras.
you trade your cameras in, the camera will be discounted by 150. Plus you're gonna get everything that's worth with the cameras on top of that. So
That's
that's
actually
$19.29.
great deal.
2470 f4. But again, it's still an S-line lens, so autofocus is brilliant, and you know, weather seal.
That's the other important thing.
Yeah.
Weather sealed.
Also, you see this ring here? That's customizable. It doesn't have to be focused. You can put
So I
ISO
can-
there. You can put exposure compensation, aperture.
Yes, that could be. That's actually amazing.
So if you want smooth aperture changes without hearing the clicking, then that will be really smooth to change your aperture.
How do you turn it down?
No, it doesn't go all the way down.
So it's just like
Different than the other one. Now remember, if you did want to kind of self-tape, then use your phone.
Or I can use my phone and put it under, put it on top of it.
And you'll still see face tracking on the phone and everything will work.
Okay, great. Because so this camera with this lens on the adapter, that will let me use any URF lens.
Which you can try if you want. See what it's like. This is a beautiful lens to try for the video autofocus. I'll show you. 85 1.4. But when you put it with this, it works beautifully well.
Because that's one bad point of the adapters usually, that you lose some of the functionalities, or even if they have the autofocus, it doesn't work really well.
This is 1.4, wide open. Not the adapter that works.
That's really good, actually.
Again, I'm a 1.4, really close. It's moving back and forth. See? Yeah, move it. Forwards and back. Oh, hang on. Yeah. So he's doing it quite fast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the camera faster to keep up with him. Because again, I can change that.
As you were saying before.
So CF speed,
Yeah.
bring that all the way up. And now, when it does that, it should keep up faster.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. See? And again, this was the adapter at 1.4 with an 85 at close distance. I'm really asking of the camera now. You know, I'm pushing it to the very limit.
And it's doing a good job.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing it quite quickly.
So we're saying the camera with adapter and the 24,
Yeah, 1930. 1930.
1930.
But you get the extra 150 discount anyway because you're
And
going to be
if-
trading it.
So it will be 1870, 1880.
1790?
Something like that. 1800, let's
1800.
1800.
Yeah,
That's,
1800 plus whatever your kit's worth. So minus that.
and you already have the lenses and everything. I'm sold. Once home, I'm gonna take my camera, I'm gonna put them back.
Take you into a special clinic for addicts. I think.
No, I think you need to get ready with the car, because when I get home, I'm gonna get my camera, I'm gonna clean it up all night,
No, but wait for say
and you'll have to bring me to the hospital because Daniel will break my legs. First my fingers, then my legs. Thank you very much,
All
guys.
the best, guys. Take care.
It's quite an expensive bit of kit there, really.
But to be
Very
fair,
nice,
okay,
actually.
let's get 1 second out.
So what
Right, listen to me. We have seen the Nikon, the Sony, seen the Lumix, we've seen the Canon. 4 big brands.
Yeah.
The Sony is an amazing camera, and you can buy it today on the market. It does record in 4K, you got the 10 bit, you got amazing recording possibilities. Here discounted is £2,900 without any lens, so you need to put lens on top of it, and they cost quite a lot. The Canon is still not out, the new 1D, so you will have to go for the Canon EOS R, but we're still around 2,500 for the camera, and plus you need to buy the lenses. Although if you already have Canon lenses, you can still use them, but it's still 2,500. Then you got the Lumix, amazing camera, but we are in the £4,000 realm.
Yeah, I know you really like the Lumix, didn't you?
The
If
big
money was no
bulky
object, I think that would have probably been your choice.
I don't know, because after I saw the Nikon, as I told you, I always loved it for
Photography, but not for video, you said to me. So you're eating your words here now, are you?
I'm eating my words because I've never seen the Z6 live. I never used it, I never tested it. It has a really amazing autofocus, and you can even set up how fast the autofocus has to be and how fast the tracking has to be. So as it demonstrated,
So this is when this guy's doing with his sits. He's showing to
select
show
on
you.
the screen,
Yeah,
and then
it
it starts
stays
to
in
track
focus
it
all the
and
time.
stays in focus wherever it moves.
Okay, I couldn't really see
And
that. That's amazing.
because it was going fast, he had to put the autofocus in fast mode and the tracking
Okay.
in fast mode.
Yeah.
So it was able to just follow the movement of the hand. So imagine that you're walking, I'm filming you walking, I just select you,
Yeah.
put fast
So whatever it
autofocus,
selects
fast
will be.
tracking, and wherever you go, it will just follow you. That's one thing.
Great
that,
for a live situation where you've got a
Hold
lot
on.
happening.
Then you got it records in 4K 10-bit RAW. So you got RAW 4K video that in post-production you can do whatever you want. You need to buy a great computer to work in 4K, trust me. If you want, I'll leave a list at the bottom of one of the good below £2,000 computer for editing 4K RAW videos, and it will last for quite a long. The price of the Nikon, you get an amazing full frame camera, so you got the full sensor.
Yeah.
It's not the cropped one, it's not Micro Four Third. Full sensor with 14-24 lens that is great for a selfie, like vlogging, like we're doing now, and great for outdoor and everything. And the adapter that you can put on the camera and use all older Nikon lenses for £1,900. Plus, Nikon is doing a discount of £150. Plus, if you have an old Nikon camera or any old camera, you can exchange it, and the price of that camera, whatever it's worth, will be taken off the price. So let's say from 1,900, you can come down to 1,600 for a full frame camera with a lens and the adapter. And if you already have lenses, you don't buy them. The guy just demonstrated with the adapter one of the other lenses.
So it's an offer you can't refuse, it sounds to me.
It's an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah, that's an offer you ought to refuse.
Well, it's not exactly that because
Depends how
I can
much you
sell,
got to
because I
spend.
can sell my cameras.
Yeah.
I can sell my. I don't have to have. I don't have to buy now, right now. But I can start to sell my cameras, save the money, and then buy them.
Rather than trade it in, because that's the offer they offer, don't they? I
Yeah.
wonder what they offer for that. That might be interesting at some
I
point.
want to see. Once I'll be home later, I'll be online and I will have a look on how it works.
Give them a comparison of
And
prices.
give it a comparison of all the prices.
Yeah.
So to be fair, if you have £2,000 to spend for a camera, I would go for the Nikon. Yesterday, you can still find Nikon lenses for cheap, and they're great lenses. So the Nikon already gives you the adapter, Canon doesn't, Panasonic doesn't. So there are things you need to buy inside. So if you are on a budget of these,
Is that a
below-
budget of 2,000
A budget
with your
of-
kit being traded in, or is that a 2,000 for the whole thing?
let's say a
without
2,000
kit to
budget
trade?
without kit to trade in. The Nikon is the best way to do it. Although if you are on a really tight budget, don't even think about this camera. Honest, tight budget, forget about them. You can go on a Panasonic, you can get the G9. We are around the £700-800 mark, still out of budget for most of the people. So if you're starting, what I suggest is, first of all, clear your mind of what you want to do. If you want to film movies, if you want to film for YouTube, if you want to film for school, if you want to film for yourself, you want to film your kids, or any of these things. Think about it. If you're filming for YouTube, 4K is not really what you want. It's not seen by most of the people, let's be honest. They use phone. You use the phone, and when you watch a YouTube video on the phone, you're watching at 720p because the screen of the phone is not big. So even low quality will still look amazing because the screen is small. Some people watch on the computer, and most laptops,
And you've got to have the computer backup to handle 4K, of course, because I mean that's often a problem for people, isn't it?
That's the other
if
thing.
you want to edit.
Is the editing of the 4K, but let's keep on the is it worth filming in 4K? Most of the people watch on the phone or on the computer. The laptop's computer, they are 1080p. There are a few 4K monitors on laptops, but not everybody has it. Even if it's a desktop computer, they're still 1080p. There are not many people, unless they are gamers. They have the Pro 4K, but they have 4K screens. So okay, but there are not many people. So is it really worth filming in 4K? Are they doing Hollywood movies or films, cinema and stuff? Yes, you have to. Television, most of them Netflix, they are requiring 4K, 10B, and blah blah blah. YouTube is not having
And
any
the same
requirement.
applies to Vimeo too, doesn't it? There's no
Vimeo,
restriction about the
Twitch.
size of your
No, there is
videos
no
or files.
specific requirement. You can upload whatever you like. Vimeo, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Actually, Instagram is even a square video. It's
I suppose it
1080
all
by
depends
1080.
about what you want to achieve, doesn't it? If you're wanting to
So-
achieve a YouTube channel like you're doing here,
So although all the cameras we've seen today, they are amazing, but if you want to start and you're on a tight budget, like you're almost at Christmas, isn't it? 25 days to go, 24 days to go. And you can get into a Canon 200D, like the one we're using at the moment. All these videos being shot on a Canon 200D with a 1080mm lens. Absolutely fine. And if you buy these things used, we're talking about 300, 350 pounds, 400 pounds at the max, but you got a nice camera with good autofocus, with a flip-up screen, and you got a good lens. lens. Then you want another £30 for the mic, for your mic you're using at the moment. There you go, you got a nice vlogging kit that you can start to
Yeah,
use.
that's within most people's budget. I think if you're
below
going to
the
be
400
at all
pounds.
serious,
I think now it's time to go and get a coffee.
I think that's a good idea.
Right, as we were saying, if you got the money to spend, I guess it's worth to buy a Nikon Z6 or a Canon EOS-R. If you are on a tight budget or you want to buy a gift for your kids, you want to start doing filmmaking, I suggest you to look on eBay and search for the used kit. Do not get fixated on 4K because it's not always mandatory. 1080p is fine for a vlog, 1080p is fine for most of the things today, and it's good to start. So get on eBay, check for the Canon 200D 10-18mm stabilized lens and the Boya mic, and within the £400 you will get the perfect first starting kit.
So I think you've proven that really you've got to do your research, haven't you?
Yeah, the first thing you need to do is understand what you want to do. You want to learn, or you want to make films, you want to make vlogs. Just write it down. That's what I want to do. I want to make vlogs. I want to have
And
my
like you say
YouTube
about
channel.
the 4K business, you know, I mean, everybody thinks you must have 4K, but they don't take into account the fact that will your computer
Public.
be able to handle it? Because I mean, that's often completely unnecessary for YouTube.
It's not only that, is will your computer be able to handle the editing? Will
right.
will your public watch it in YouTube in 4K? Will
Yeah.
the people that follow
Most people
you?
don't even bother. They don't even realise you can watch it in a different
No, because most of the time you're watching on a phone and you're watching it at 720p most of the time because the screen of the phone is small. Is it really worth the 4K?
Yeah,
Or we can just
all
do
the extra
the-
terabytes you've got to buy the storage.
Oh yeah, you need lots and lots of storage for it.
And I suppose with those SD cards, I mean, you've got to think about how long you can actually record in 4K. I mean, you don't get very, you can't record for hours on it.
There are some cameras that are limited. They give you like a 30 minutes max recording time for 4K, so, or even 10 minutes max for 4K. So after 10 minutes, you need to remember that the camera stopped recording and you need to click the
And
record
that's definitely
again.
not blogging, is it? That's definitely not. Blogging means, really blogging, you record everything.
Vlogging
So
means you're
don't-
recording your day, you're recording what you're doing, you're giving your impressions.
I suppose if it's what you want to do, if you want to make movies, or you want to make YouTubes,
But
or
even
you
if-
want to make YouTubes and maybe do some movies.
But even if you want to make movies, you need to put in account that you want to learn. So why spend money on a really expensive kit when you can start learning with a small one and then slowly and gradually increase it? As we said, it all depends on what you want to do, your budget, and if you already have the knowledge. Because if you already have the knowledge, then I don't think you're watching this channel. If you're a beginner and wants to learn, like I'm doing, buying a cheap camera and don't concentrate about having the latest and greatest kit. Just buy the camera, start to film, put it in post-production, learn how to edit, learn how to do coloring. Audio, that's the other massive problem. As we said, we're going to make another video about it.
Well, I think one of the things I'd like you to do for me, Domenico, is help me with my computer later on, and sort of maybe get the sort of kit that could handle maybe some of that 4K stuff later on. Because I'm at a stage I'd like to aim at getting 4K stuff, at least be prepared for it maybe in a few years' time.
We can start with 4K. We can make your computer to editing 4K, and we'll do it together. And at the same time, we can even show the people how they can buy a computer on a budget that will help them edit in just a simple 1080p video.
Okay, yeah,
That could be enough.
yeah. And maybe you could show how to assemble my computer if we put one together.
Yeah, that would be an interesting and funny video.
Yeah, well, I'm ready to do something like that. So maybe that could be a video for another time.
Yeah. Still back on the camera. You are starting, you are learning. Just don't care too much about having the perfect video. You won't have the perfect video. It will take time to make perfect video. Nobody's perfect and we're all learning. Just get a list of what you want and what you need and your budget. Based on that, you can ask me in the comment section if you want any suggestion, which camera could be good for you, which budget you have. I can try and help you understand which camera you could buy, and you can then search for reviews about it. You can search online and then check on eBay, get deals. You can find a lot of different offers there, and you can find different things that might be interesting. You might find the camera you want for a really cheap price. Don't be afraid of buying used. It's not really scary in this world. The camera world, yes, you might find a broken one, but on eBay it's important that you check the seller reviews. you check what else is selling, and you make sure that it's a trust one. Then you're absolutely fine. Most of my kits are bought on eBay on a cheap, and they all work perfectly. The lens I'm using at the moment, the camera I'm using at the moment, they were bought on eBay. It's just important that you just make sure that the seller is a trusted one, and that's it. Then you just need to enjoy it. Go out, make film, take pictures, have fun, learn, experiment, try as much as you can. You got questions, don't be afraid. There is a comment section below. You can just leave a comment, and if you have any suggestion for a next video or any question you want to see explained on camera, just write it down and I will do it for you. Or I will try to, at least. You know, I'm not an expert, I'm not perfect, but I love to discover new things, and we can do it together. We can grow together. And then you can actually send me your videos. You can show me what you have done, what you've made, and we can review it together. We can actually, if one day you start to be a vlogger, you start to have your YouTube channel, a director, a cameraman, an editor, we can meet up together and have a discussion about it and show how you developed from your beginning. So, hope you enjoyed this video and have a lovely time. We will see you next time. Leave comment, and if you liked it, thumbs up and click the subscribe button. See you next time. Ciao!
See ya!